In my view, of everybody I know and everything I've seen, there is absolutely nothing criminal or illegal that has been done here. Yes, there may have been some missteps. Yes, we will need to tighten up those missteps, but I am confident that our board will take action accordingly.
The raid here at City Hall ended just before 11 o'clock this morning. The city solicitor won't say what was taken from the mayor's office suite, and as you said, those calls for the mayor to step down are growing louder right now. The stunning scene at Baltimore City Hall. FBI and IRS agents raiding the office of Mayor Catherine Pugh as she remains on medical leave and sources say is out of town. In addition to City Hall, the feds have raided at least 5 more locations, including the office of the mayor's lawyer. They also raided the home of Pugh aide Gary Brown Jr., who was fired by the acting mayor yesterday. Brown was sentenced in 2017 for contributing $12,000 more to Pugh's campaign than the law allows. While the FBI won't say what they're looking for, the court-ordered search likely stems from an investigation into the roughly $800,000 the mayor received from her self-published Healthy Holly children's book. The mayor got money from the University of Maryland medical system while serving on its board, as well as other entities that do business with the city. Mayor Pugh has not been seen in public for almost a month.
It is unfair to the residents of the city of Baltimore for them to be held hostage while a mayor goes through this legal situation that she's going through. We stand behind ex-officio Mayor Young and his leadership and his attempts to bring stability to what is a dysfunctional situation.
Governor Larry Hogan was blunt on Twitter, writing, "Mayor Pugh has lost the public trust. She is clearly not fit to lead. For the good of the city, Mayor Pugh must resign."
A serious investigation.
And we're told the mayor is now out of state. She has not been criminally charged.
It's true, Baltimore's mayor has apparently made hundreds of thousands of dollars off several local entities, some of which have business before the city, purchasing her self-published books, including Healthy Holly, Vegetables Are Not Just Green, Healthy Holly, Fruits Come in Colours Like the Rainbow, and presumably Healthy Holly, Fruits Come in Vegetables, but only when they receive verbal consent. And look, it is hard to believe Pugh's books were bought purely on the base of literary merit. Reporters who've read them have pointed out that, for a start, she can't seem to settle on the correct spelling of the name for one of her main characters. Also, she seems to think a normal, healthy dinner involves a family gathered around 4 massive plates of salads with one smaller salad that sits in the centre of the table untouched, while your dad says normal things like, "We are having spinach with our dinner. It is a vegetable." And finally, in her educational children's book about eating right, she spelled fucking vegetable wrong.
When they left, they brought 2 big boxes out of this house into their car and with them as they took off. Now, what they found here, they aren't saying at this point, but we do know this address is the home linked to Mayor Pugh's Healthy Holly franchise, which was, of course, the catalyst for all of this controversy and what appears to now be a federal investigation. Federal agents carried unassembled filing boxes into one of Mayor Catherine Pugh's Northwest Baltimore homes Thursday morning, leaving hours later with those same boxes appearing to be filled. The FBI Baltimore office and the IRS Criminal Division based out of D.C. descended on this Denland Street address. State records show it is linked to Mayor Pugh's Healthy Holly franchise. In the weeks since her lucrative children's book deal with UMMS came under the spotlight of controversy, her colleagues in City Hall have distanced themselves. City council members asking for her resignation earlier this month, now doubling down on calls for Pugh to give up her office as she faces federal investigation.
This is an embarrassment to the city. The city of Baltimore needs to move on from this issue, and the issue is resolved around the mayor, and the mayor should resign immediately.
And earlier this morning, I spoke with some neighbors here off camera asking if they ever see Mayor Pugh at this home or if they think this is simply used as a business address. And they told me they do believe she lives here, splitting her time between this house and another home she owns in this same neighborhood. They also told me they would like to see her resign.
The scandal widened this week after it emerged that the amount she's received from high-profile organisations or people has now reached $800,000. Pugh is now on leave because she's fighting pneumonia, but before she left, she called a press conference to defend herself, and in this appearance, where she was dealing with accusations that she'd misused her office to promote a side project, she did this.
Mayor Pugh also showed us her child clothing line, which has slogans to get active on them as well. There was bibs and onesies.
It's true. She basically started hawking her idea for a kid's clothing line, and she did it for 3 full minutes.
As you can see on our bibs, it was about teaching children to walk, run, crawl, skip, dance, some to eat healthier, play and crawl, and the same thing here with the messaging: swim, jump, play, walk, run, crawl.
More than a dozen agents from the FBI and the IRS, a special task force, were inside the mayor's home collecting evidence. At 10 a.m., they came out with a dozen boxes of evidence, packing it into their unmarked cars and driving away. Sources indicate Pugh was not home, and neighbors say they haven't seen her for weeks. 2 women believed to be her lawyers were inside for the search. The street outside is filled with neighbors eager to talk about what's happening. How does it strike you that they're doing this?
I think it's a good thing. If you break the law, you're going to have to follow up, pay the consequences.
You think she broke the law?
I'm not sure what's going on. That's why they're investigating.
We shouldn't get riled up and think it's time to put the handcuffs on her. If that's the case, we should all get a box of handcuffs and just go down to City Hall and probably out of Annapolis and just give us the right to handcuff people.
If she did break the law, put the silver bracelets on her.
The whole thing does not look good for Baltimore's mayor. And unless there is a very good explanation here that I can't see and does not exist, it might be better for her to read the writing on the onesie and walk, run, crawl, skip or dance her way out of office.